Hello again, today we're passing through Nethy Bridge in the Scottish Highlands, a small village in the heart of Speyside. We're making our way to the Dell of Abernethy, a peaceful retreat close to woodlands and open countryside. So in this video I'll show you what it's like to stay at the Dell of Abernethy, what facilities are provided, and let you know how much it cost. So the first thing to note is that the building is actually divided up into different cottages, and we're in this so-called Little Dell, which is actually around the back of the building complex. You make your way around past other cottages with other guests occupying them. I'll mention this again later in the video, but at the back of the building you can see this part sticking out, which is where we've booked into. So let's head into this small garden, past the two chairs we've got for sitting out, and head inside and I'll show you around. You enter into a small hallway with a bathroom on the left and a great view of the toilet. Maybe this door should have been closed. Anyway, let's check the bathroom out later and head inside into the kitchen, diner and living room area. So let's check out the kitchen area first. Over here we have some tea and coffee, a range of sharp knives on the wall, and a toaster and a kettle. Very clean inside. There's a little cupboard with a fuse box, utensils on the wall, and another cupboard with a random selection of cups, plates and bowls. We've got some hand soap, a clean basin and mixer tap, also some olive oil and salt, and an electric hob. Underneath there's a fridge freezer which is very clean, then there's an oven which is also very clean inside, and below a drawer with some more utensils and oven trays. I love the leather handles, by the way, they're really cool. And here we have cutlery, more utensils, more random plates, and some pans and a sieve, all nice and clean as well. Under the sink there's some random cleaning products, and at the end some chopping boards and a frying pan. On the other side of the kitchen area is a bin and an upcycled sideboard in which there's another plate and some placemats, tinfoil, and that's it. Space for your food, I guess. On it there's this vintage Slater scales, which is a nice decorative touch, and above there's a dresser with some random glasses. So that's the kitchen. Let's check out the rest of the apartment. Got some funky old men pictured up here, a lamp above a vintage table and 4 chairs. There's a guest book on here with information, our keys, and some welcome brownies, which were delicious and didn't last 2 minutes. A very nice touch. So you might have noticed that we have a wood burner stove here with a basket of kindling on one side and some logs on the other. There was this note saying that the logs cost £7 a basket, but it wasn't clear if that meant additional logs to the ones supplied or not. Luckily we had brought some with us, so avoided complication by just using our own. On the mantelpiece was a vase with flowers, a random old painting, and this decorative boat, all adding to the vintage charm of the decor. Also here is an old style radio on a cabinet, nothing inside. This chair was worn but super comfortable, and behind a board game, TV and a record player with some vintage records. Again, a nice touch. And also some books. On the wall, 2 old hats, and here too is a retro style floor lamp. And behind us a retro sofa bed with sheepskin throws and a table with lamp and a mirror on the wall. So that's the main area of Little Dell, all very nicely styled. So we're now moving on to the bedroom, where we have a comfortable bed with a lot of pillows, plus 2 green cushions, coat hangers on the wall, and a bedside lamp on a pine cabinet. Above the bed this decorative wall art, and around the other side another of the angle lamps and bedside cabinets. This room really has a cool lampshade though. And here in the corner is a retro chest of drawers with some towels in a basket on top. Wow, 70s style draw liners and a Remington hairdryer, maybe seen better days. Nothing else here. Behind the door is a small chair and a window out to the garden. Let's head on back around and check out the bathroom we passed on the way in. In here there's a vintage style toilet with a mirror on the wall, a little houseplant, and a painting of a bird. To my right is a large towel rail which was really warm, maybe too warm. This looks like reclaimed wood. Again a vintage style basin, taps and even the pipework beneath it. A view of the little garden area. There's more hand wash here beside the sink, and a bath with shower above and some shower gel on the wall too. That's the bathroom done. Out into the hallway there's a shelf with items on it, and there's 2 cupboards, one with an iron and ironing board, a random mirror and some recycling boxes, and a radiator for some reason, and in the other some cleaning items including a hoover. Coat hooks on the back of the door. And that's our little home from home for tonight. We've got the wood burner on, turned out to be extremely efficient, that's for sure, but for now we're settling down and I'll see you in the morning for my thoughts and the price we paid. Well, good morning, it's a lovely day today and we slept really good. The sheep in the fields all around are up too, making it be known, that's for sure. So what's my thoughts on Little Dell? Let's start off with the good, and of course you'll have noticed just how cute this place is. There's lots of well chosen decorative extras which make it feel really homely. It all comes together very well. Definitely nailed the shabby chic look. The little extras like the welcome brownies and the personal touches make it feel really special and that the owners really care about the place. The Wi-Fi was easy to connect to with no password needed and worked really well with fast upload and download speeds. But what about the things we didn't like? Well, I guess we didn't really understand that Little Dell was part of a big house that has been divided up, and so it was not as much of a country retreat as we thought. This meant we didn't end up sitting out in the little garden, as the neighbours were looking out of their window right at us, which was a really weird feeling, and this garden area felt a little hemmed in. And overall, we felt we had no privacy, especially as other neighbours would walk right past the windows and look inside. Also, we could hear some other neighbours easily through the wall in the hall cupboard, so overall we never really felt that it was the country escape we were looking for. That said, just a stone's throw away you do get some great views, and the countryside is just right there, so maybe we were asking too much. Oh, and a small niggly thing was that there wasn't a corkscrew or bottle opener supplied, which could have been an apocalyptic disaster, especially for a Scotsman. Luckily it was avoided by us having brought our own, of course, but surely this would be an easy fix. Two other features of the Dell of Abernethy are the Dell Grocer, which I forgot to film. Oops. It sells fresh produce right on site, and the so-called Gather Inn, a TP pub in the trees. This looked like a great place to hang out, but it is only open on a Friday night, which wasn't the nights we stayed, so that was a shame. And I say nights because the minimum we could book was 2 nights, which leads us on to the cost. So the Dell of Abernethy, staying in Little Dell in June 2025 and booking direct from their website cost us £165 per night, or around €195. Let me know what you think of this price and what's on offer here in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video somewhere else in the world. See ya!